Don't care what you came from, only what you gon' do tonight. This is what we came for. Let's find out what we're made of tonight. The way you rock the dance floor, I can feel your heartbeat on mine. I don't know what I'm in for, but baby, keep it going. I don't mind. We dance like nobody's watching. Dance like nobody's watching. My hands on your body, surroundings getting foggy tonight, but we just getting started. So physical and thoughtless unite, and we just wanna stay here. It's obvious, it's so clear now. I know what I'm in for.
Hello?
Baby, keep it going. I don't mind. We dance like nobody's watching. Dance like nobody's watching.
Ads are starting. Dylan will continue the conversation after the ads are over. Thank you for supporting the stream.
I've been waiting all my life for someone like you. I would watch the days go by, wasted and blue. I was out of use. Now every day, every night, every moment with you, I'm walking on air. And every day, every way, I feel I can't lose. I wanna shout it out, ain't no limit. I wanna shout it out.
All right, here we go. Let's see if we can get this going today. We have a little bit of plan. Not much at all. Let's see, do I have sound? Yeah, I have sound. Okay, we're headed on into the game and we'll see how it goes. Good morning, Fantastic Sherlock Fox. Thank you very much for popping by. All right. So we have a bit of a tour.
Hello.
I did a little bit. Hello, Jay. Good morning to you. I did a little bit of a house build while we were gone. I did record it, but nothing exciting happened, so it didn't get posted. But so I've moved out of here. Most of the stuff, I think all of it, actually. Did I move it? I don't think I remembered after I removed everything. Yes, I did. Okay. So I moved everything. They can go in that house if they want. Welcome on in, and thank you for being the first here, Jay. So I did as I said I would do, and I ripped down everything that's up on the top of the hill. This house is still potentially in target zone, but there's no bed in there, so half the time the villager doesn't spend time in there. But I ripped down the houses there, and I used the parts to build this one. Made a minor adjustment to this building. It's only the enchanting house now. We are short 1, 2, 3, and 4 for the enchanting. I realized also I was making a mistake because I had put the the bookshelves immediately back up against this, and that has to be 1 block away. So that was another mistake I made. So I want to finish that off. But yeah, so we've got a house for me, and things are looking a little flatter. I've moved a bunch, like dumb little moving things. I moved a bunch of the hay over here. Doesn't look like much right now when you see it that way. But this is just hay I found. This isn't hay we've made. So yeah, we have a little bit of hay. Not sure what for. I don't know what I would do with it, but yeah, that's the way it turned out. Yeah, so that's about the size of it. I've been collecting up melons as they grew. And so we're working our way towards, just for kicks, a melon-shaped beacon base. Or sorry, a beacon-shaped melon stack. There we go, that's the word I'm looking for. But that's about it. So, yeah. There we go. So that's the sum total of the offline stuff. And let's get cracking. Been at work. Well, I mean, I guess I'm glad it pays the bills. That's the important part, right? Okay. So I've done my usual thing here to keep villagers out. It's just this, and then I stole the plate from something else. It was actually being used as a tabletop, so that gets me in and out a little bit more easily. And then there's the boxes we've had for everything else. Just rearrange stuff a little bit. Food over yonder and such, right? I did make 1 bundle just because we had a mess, but that's about it. Okay, I've got travel bed, I've got a clock. I think that's the best we need, or have. Okay, this one, that one, this one, okay. Yeah, that's all we got. Right, okay. Make sure we're doing all right on the sleeping part. What have we got around here? Okay, so today we're going to start out by... my hand is weirdly cold right away. That's not usual. I mean, I know some people get mouse hand where it gets cold quickly, but I didn't expect it to do that. Ooh. Jay, you know, you and Mama Bear are funny this way. And Fox too. You guys don't have to be here. I mean, I absolutely love it when you are. You're very, very, very helpful when you guys are. But you guys don't have to stick around. And so I don't want anybody to feel that they ever need to be here. Now, if you want to be, that's fine. That, you know, no problem with that. But you don't have to. Right? I don't want anyone to feel they ever have to. Oh, and did I leave? was gonna say, did I leave a furnace down in the mines? And I guess it doesn't really matter because we're gonna be going down there in a second to find out. Awesome. I'm glad. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, 6:30 to 3 is a rough one. And if you ever want me to, I'm more than happy to sit down and walk you through what I've discovered is useful in the mod interface on mobile. Gives you flex, you know? Let's pull this one just because it looks dumb. And it always confuses me when I come down. I think I'm going to hit my head. Now I have a block I can build with. Yay! Okay, this is there to remind me that out that way is a cave. Or not a cave, sorry. Mine shaft, you know? That kind of makes sense. Which is also where I've got a furnace and such if I need it. Did I leave anything useful here? Yes, this is exactly what I'm looking for. Anything else useful down here? Not at the moment. I got some sticks, got some iron. Okay, we're fine there. What's in here? Nothing. Okay, good. I may have duplicated. Yep, I see the furnace. I may have duplicated, but we're looking for the lapis intentionally, so that's a good news thing. Let's just put this in here. Oh, come on. It doesn't want to fit. Fine. That'll do. Whatever. Whatever. I'm assuming that little splash noise I just heard was probably a, what do you call it? Zombie, that's the word I'm trying to say. Yeah. In a cave, I'm hoping? Okay, so this one, we went all the way down there till we found lava. So I'm just going to do the good old-fashioned straight ahead, and we'll see where we get to. Where are we here? It's F3. We are, if I go this way, okay, 262. So we'll go about whatever 100 is from there. I don't know. 1940, I guess, more or less. Oops, wrong button. Yeah, I don't want game mode switcher, even if I could get it. No. Okay. We have Robbie Williams for Geek Out. Geek Out was 2 solo artists that started in famous groups. Oh, what group did he start in? I'm unfamiliar with this. Oops, this way. Yes. True. True. Not all of them have done stuff after that as far as solo music goes. But yes, solo famous people for sure. So I don't want to do a ton of this all day long. Oh, okay. I mean, I guess we could say Paul McCartney. Because he's doing his thing. He's been in, of course, Beatles and Wings. Yep, Phil Collins for sure. Oh, phooey. I normally know it when I don't need to know it. Stephen something or other. From the Bare Naked Ladies. I know it's not something or other, obviously. Okay, so it tried to exchange it. We don't want to do that. I'd rather have it go south, so let's make another one. I know we're chewing through the iron like there's no tomorrow, and truth is, there may not be a tomorrow, so I'm not too fussed about it. 1, 2, 3. Now that I'm learning how to use these, this is kind of handy. Now, will this fit? Yay! Okay. I just don't really want to use that pick if I don't have to. I got excess arrows, I'm not entirely sure, but I'm not going to worry about it. Stop. Seriously, stop. There we go. I know what I can do Alt. Let's lock the bed slot. Gonna lock that so it doesn't move. That one and that one. That prevents all of them from moving. So we'll go with that for now. I might want to save that. There we go. Because I'm pretty sure you can't make a pick from cobbled deep slate, so I could be wrong, but I don't want to have to test that. I figured out part of my problem with being able to see on my own monitor and you guys getting a brighter look, and it's actually because I've got a key light. So lighting me means I'm not actually perceiving the screen as much. It's one of those things that, how do I put it? Yeah, it's one of those reasons, I guess you could say, that I use for not wanting to have people do LED lighting in behind our media room television, is because I don't think that I will be able to see a whole lot. But, you know, I haven't tested that theory, because if it's in behind the edge of the thing, maybe that won't make a difference. Oh, so it's like, never heard of that band. So the question today is, if you opened a restaurant, what kind of food would you serve? So now, here's the question for you, Jay, though. I always am curious when I get that particular answer. Would you want Western-style Chinese food? Or would you want actual Chinese food? And it sounds funny, so people go, what's the difference? Well, there actually is quite a big difference. Even though you tend to get a lot of Asian background of people working the Chinese restaurants, right? And part of it is just because there is Asian influence. I mean, really, it's all fusion food. But things like, chow mein, the way we think of it, is totally not something they really even do over there. Yeah, Fantastic Shot Fox says he'd do a roadside diner or a country inn. We could do amazing skillet potatoes and sausages and bacon. Yeah, and I'm sure your son would want you to put clove hash on the menu. So, I knew this would come up at some point, and I may have discussed it in the past. But my son's scout troop has decided, for some godforsaken reason, that they were going to put ground cloves in something. I'm not sure if it was a dare or what the deal was, because it certainly wasn't one of our activities. But anyway, somehow they got to try cloves in with the little diced potato hash browns that we can buy, like frozen bits, at one of their camps, and they absolutely loved it. And they did some clove hash, or some cloves, salt, and pepper. And prior to that point, they weren't even putting salt and pepper on the things. So I can't blame them for liking something, but cloves specifically was bizarre. And yet somehow they loved it to the point where they started goofing around and making like fake advertisements, sort of the 1940s style radio ads. Not too surprisingly spearheaded by Flat Cap, which sort of says it's something in itself. So we ended up with an awful lot of cloves in the scout kit, and they insist on cloves and clove hash for every single camp. We're saying no, but well, but there's the thing. Home cooked food. I mean, you serve what you want to serve, right? Like near us, one of the good old fashioned home cooked food places, they're sort of special, I guess you could say, that they're really proud of, is ground beef meatloaf. And I don't know if theirs is one of the like bacon and ketchup coated varieties or if it's something else, but that's their major thing. I mean, other people, it might be bangers and mash for all I know, or it could be, I don't know, something based on like pork chops in tin soup. Well, I got diamonds. Not quite what I expected. Actually, Nope, Fox. It's a place near. It's a place out near Turner. Well, what do they call it now? Diamond Valley. It's the one on the way into Millerville, actually, if I remember correctly. The diamonds are a great treat. I was looking for Lapis so I could actually enchant things. Now, we did do a little bit of enchanting last one. So we've got protection 1 on 3 things, and not on the helmet. I didn't quite have enough, and I wanted to see if I could make it cheaper. And knowing what I know now, I probably could have, but I didn't. So, yeah. Oops. The reason I care is because this is inventory management, right? Okay. Where are we at now? Not quite. Okay, we got a ways to go. One of our, yeah, one of our nearby pubs did a decent fettuccine alfredo with blackened chicken. And only one of the staff knows how to get the kitchen to turn into an epic baked fettuccine. Yeah, Fantastic Sherlock Fox likes cheese on his, which is fine. You know, they do a good job of putting cheese on top. But the thing about it is that he... Oh, phooey. Oh, whoops. That would make a difference. It's like, where did I put the box? But the thing about it is that apparently, like the way this one staffer put it across, it, here we go. It sounds like it's a normal thing, right? But apparently it's not normal. So when they put it across that way, oh really? Come on. Fine. Keep pulling these, oops. Keep pulling these out. So let's leave them out then. So I can put the diamonds away. Can't stack a pick, so it probably won't go in there. Yeah. Let's put that in. Oh, nope. Guess that's not gonna work either. Fine. Alright. Be that way. So. Hold this with us. So anyway, we went in one point, we asked about it, and one of the other staff, because we thought it was pretty normal, we usually went with the same staff member every time, and so we asked about it, and it was not normal. Apparently it was not a normal thing in the menu, and so we had another staffer ask for the cheese to be baked on top like we thought it had been normal in the past, and the kitchen somehow screwed it up. And it wasn't as good as it should have been. So, yeah. So fettuccine is a pasta that is probably, I'd say, about 2/3 the width of a broad noodle, but it comes in long strands like spaghetti does. Yeah, and as Sherlock Fox says flat noodles, but yeah, they're long string flat noodles. As I say, if you take a look at your pinky, like the narrowest part down towards the nail, it's probably about the width of that. Now, if you've got fairly hefty hands, it might be only about the width of your pinky nail. But yeah, and then it comes in long strings. Yeah, if you've heard of an Alfredo sauce, it's a white creamy sauce. Some people do sort of like a mushroom based Alfredo, like a mushroom soup based one in a pinch, but really it's a cream sauce based one. Yeah, the kitchen decided they knew better even after the server that sort of got us onto this thing had corrected them. It was not a very good dish. So we've generally stopped ordering it. If that server is there and has time, I think Fox might chance it again, but not necessarily likely, just because the server doesn't necessarily have time to babysit the kitchen. And if they do screw it up, it's expensive for them to fix it. So they make a lot of other good dishes that are safe. The funny part is, though, I don't think I've ever heard of Fantastic Sherlock Fox ordering this fettuccine dish elsewhere. And this would be, what, the second or third pub that we've followed this server to. It just happened that the pub that Fantastic Sherlock Fox and I used to go to near his office, or he used to go far more than I, that one closed down after many years, but anyways, it closed down, and so the server had to move elsewhere, obviously. And then we went to the pub near us. Like, there's two near us. Went to one really, really close, and actually got to know one of the servers fairly well. I haven't seen her there since when we've been there, so I don't know if she's moved on or what. But anyway, got to know one of them, and then we decided, okay, well, we'll try this other one that's just sort of like across the way. Really, it's just across another major road from there. And this other place we now go to because it had slightly better food in a good number of respects. During COVID, it had a much better, during COVID's wake up, I guess, in Canada, this other one had a much better menu. And it just so happened that the server we liked had moved to the pub that we now like. So it worked out really well in our favor. The weird bit, and here's the part I always find funny, is people were joking around one day, and I don't know who started what, but apparently we were playing the whole 6 degrees of people who know people kind of thing. Not a famous people sort of deal, but as in who's related to whom. Turns out Fantastic Sherlock Fox is very distantly related to the server we like. So I thought that was kind of funny. Fantastic Sherlock Fox says the whole hot honey thing is awful. Okay. Yes. The pub we like has dreadful nachos. The pub we used to like has better nachos. But the ones we really, really liked were actually in a pub that's also closed down. So, go figure. Although, I mean, nachos is kind of a North American thing. So I don't know about that. But anyway, and the funny part is we know the secret to make good nachos at home, which we found out from another pub. There can be, especially in the kitchen, I suspect, because at least over here, I get the impression that people who want to be in restaurants generally seem not to like pubs because it's very repetitive food, and in some ways you can get away with lesser quality dishes or more commodity dishes, but you definitely can't do some of the more artistic stuff that they would expect of you in a quote-unquote real restaurant. I don't know if, I don't really think that's true, but that seems to be the experience we've had. So I would not be surprised if we had a rotation of kitchen staff at least twice. But once you've got regulars that come in for, regular attendance, yay, there's our target. Then it's good to, you'll tend to see staff that will stick around because they like their regulars. Of course. One good thing, one not so good thing. Okay, let's do this. I want the Lapis, I don't want the cave, you know? Okay. So, let's get the... Shush! Wait your turn. Okay, so 25. What have we got in here? 8. 33. Booey! Actually, let's see how much storage space we have. Let's do it this way. This, if I make blocks, that will fit, and that will fit. And let's make a block out of the diamonds, because I'm not going to be using them at the moment. You have a new recipe for that? Interesting. Okay, so that lets me put those away. That's good news. What have I got? I'm just thinking, actually, maybe I should use those. Give myself an axe. Actually, I guess I'd want to use that up first, and then maybe a sword. That might be smart. Oh well. We'll get there, I guess. Yes, thank you very much. Oh, hush! Okay, so zombie groans. He's out this way of the wall. Yeah, so let's just leave him there. Oh, iron! Yay! Okay, so we've got some lapis. Why did I do that? Great. Great, great, great. This is where I don't like Java. Forward bridging is very, very good. Backward bridging can go the way of the dodo, and I will be very happy about that. Oy. That makes me nervous. So when I know I've got a one block below me, I'm always wondering at what point will the wall clean out. Okay. So one. It's again inventory management a little bit. Okay, we're generally sure this floor is not going to work, and that pick looks nearly toast. So it's going here, gotta have all those. There. Put that back. So if I die, there's a very rich bundle sitting around. Come on. As I said, I hate this backwards bridging. Like, absolutely hate it. Where am I? $60, $40. I could think it's 2061. Going 100 blocks is backwards. I don't know. 40? No, it's not 40. Yeah, 60 to 60. Right. Okay, so we're almost there. I was thinking about doing 100 block long tunnels.
JCBXX, we appreciate it.
Thank you very much. If it's the JCB I'm thinking of, extra special thank you ever so much. Been a while. Been a while indeed. And amazing, amazing, amazing. And if you didn't want to be called out, I apologize very heartily. Did not intend to make anybody feel unwelcome, I guess. This one, this one. Oh shoot. Okay, I need to change one thing about the mod. I'm using a few like inventory profiles, and I need to change up the one that lets things swap out. Auto refill, okay. Refill, refill. Where's the equipment? Nope, that's not.
XXJCBXX just raided with 14 pairs of eyes. Welcome in, Raiders.
Oh my goodness! Welcome on, Raiders. Yes, okay, welcome in. You're seeing me try to fix a mistake at the moment, but who am I today? I don't even know some days. All right, so my name is Dylan. I'm part of the Dadcraft73 community. We're playing a little bit of hardcore. I'm being incredibly cautious. So yeah, I'm still using some of my quality of life overlays, quality of life mods, and I'm trying to figure out where did I put auto refill items. No, Tools before they break. Yes. Okay, blacklisted. Right. Where's my...
Hello.
Modifier key.
Hello.
There we go. Okay, so this, I need it to be... Let's do... Ah, no, not that. Gotta figure out what's more comfortable. This one. Back button? Sure. I'll go with that. Why not? We'll call it that. So that allows me that if I'm holding this one down, then when this goes to break, it'll just break. There we go.
Hello.
So many awesome folks. Okay, let me take a quick pause. And, as you can see, I'm not going to get clobbered in this way, even though we might hear things. So let me just say hello to everybody that came in. So I need to scroll back a little bit. And I am very, very curious to know what you were up to today. Hey, Age New Gamer, good to see you. Good to see you. So what do we got in here? Drop raid. Ah, don't feed the trolls. Okay. This is kind of funny, because if you think about JCB says don't feed the trolls, and Maribel Jade has a troll army. Does that mean that JC's team doesn't feed Maribel's team? It seems to fit. So welcome in. I'm going to get this wrong. I think it's Amamir, but if I do mispronounce it and you're able to let me know how I should have said it, that would be great. Mine's horrible. It's Delenn, but most people say it differently and don't pronounce it that way. And good to see you, Motown Mickey. Welcome on in. Did I miss anybody else? You have to raid and run. That's okay. Lovely to meet you too. Yes, it's been a while. I think I may have been a few months since I was hanging around. All right. Yeah. So we do hope you and your community can accomplish all the things you need to do. Take your stretch, have a drink, you know, grab some tea, hydrate and all those good things. Actually, just speaking of which, why don't I give you guys a hydrate for a change?
2, 4, 6, 8.
Everybody hydrate. So grab a proper drink of water if you've got one. I've got tea, which I let myself have indiscriminately, but water is good for everyone. I do have a herbal tea of some sort on the go today, and so that's my main hydration. But when we have a hydrate command, I will switch over to the water. But that is also for everybody in chat as well. All right, so what I'm playing with today is we're in hardcore. As you can see, I got myself all diamond kitted up, and I've got, you know, a little bit of iron to play with. What I was in here looking for is some lapis, and the idea being that I want to try and see if I can get some additional enchantments on here. I'm living in a village that I took over, but my little rule for myself this time round, we got so much verbal flack from Dadcraft for the sheer ridiculous, I will admit, number of trading halls that popped up last season on his hardcore server that I set myself an insistence that I would not trade with the villagers this time. I do like having a village because it's one of those things that makes me feel like I'm not sort of alone, I guess, in the game, and that's great for, I wouldn't say great, but it helps a lot with the mental health part. And it keeps the reminder of the challenge to not use them somewhat fresh in my mind. So I've got myself an enchanting station and such, but it's time to, you know, actually enchant, and you do need lapis for that. And I've not been picking up the redstone or the gold because, well, one, inventory management, but two, is that I honestly don't think I'm going to get far enough to need much in the way of redstone, and it'll still be here, right? So that's where we're going. Yeah, my plan, if I can actually get myself geared up this week, I mean, as in sort of protected up a little bit more, is to check into the Nether and see how things are going. Although, as we found out on the Bedrock particularly...
Chamber she's rebuilt the her and Geo_girl totally tore down.
Ooh. Okay, she's rebuilt it. That's interesting. That's actually very, very interesting. I will definitely come back to that in just one shake. So, our community has been very interested because it's Dadcraft73's community. We've been quite interested in watching his streams in the evenings on. He was doing hardcore, and what he's decided to do is because his community has one Java hardcore server and a Bedrock hardcore server. He was playing Bedrock hardcore, and the Bedrock hardcore server, I don't know if people are saying it's harder or what the deal is. I've never really understood the whole harder or easier thing from the two different platforms. They're just different to me in each way. But in any case, what happened unfortunately was we had the unfortunate demise of Dadcraft on the Bedrock server last night. And the resulting effect of that, for me, is just to be a little more diligent. What am I doing here? Put it down. Do it this way. That's a little faster. Put those away. Now that will fit. Perfect. Okay. So, so he said he was not going to switch back and forth from server to server. I think he was going to just alternate communities because we're going to be rebooting these servers once a month. I believe this one was rebooted on the, what was it, 18th, I think? And so approximately a month. It's not really a month because I think depending on when the community, what do you call them, stream weekends show up, might have to do with when they're going to reset the servers. So now, back to JCB's recreating of the trial chamber. I quite like that idea. I'd make a single route between the spawners so it was a little easier to go through and farm keys for use in other chambers. Yes, makes sense. I've only done one trial chamber, and I'm a big chicken. Or should I say, the world's most mousiest mouse when it comes to playing Minecraft. That's not why we're running around in here. Actually, where are we now? Hey, we're one block beyond where I need to be. Okay, that's fine. So we heard a zombie on this side, which means we're going to come back to that cave. I'm debating, do I keep going in this direction? Or do I start bringing myself back? Actually, let's go this way. I'll know I'm back when I hit the stairs. There we go. Anyway, so by being the world's most mousiest mouse, I have not yet done the ominous section of the trial chambers. So I've got that to do. I do know actually going this direction is a little bit silly, only in that there's a couple of spots that we ran into neat stuff along the way, and I've blocked that up with already cobbled deep slate, so we're gonna have a bit of uselessness as we go. Oops, I did this wrong too. I need to go 2 blocks over. So anyhow, I have a long ways to go, but I thought about ripping it out, but I just haven't really got around to it yet. Because it's one of the things is I've got way too many games I'm interested in right now, and only one of them I'm streaming. And it's Minecraft, but it might be multiple different styles. It's Minecraft. So there's never enough time to do all of the household chore type tasks in the various games. I was playing around a little bit with doing some Sea of Thieves. I was playing around a bit. Oh, actually, this would be. Okay. I don't know where I picked it up from, but I've got this thing where I always want to put the torches in the same spot, such that when I'm going one direction, they're on the left. When I'm going the other direction, they're on the right. The idea being that I could then run down any tunnel, and when it's on the left, I've left home, and when they're on the right, I've headed in the right way to go home. Cheesy, but it works. Okay. So anyway, the long story short, I'm really quite interested to hear about how her tunnel turns out, because the one that I was in was, aside from being somewhat L-shaped, it was actually fairly linear. But I probably would go through, if I was adding things, I would probably go through and put a few more connections between various places. And I got the lucky twist that I only ended up with, oh, what are they called now? Breeze chambers in, I only got breeze chambers in one room. So that worked out well because then I could more or less keep them in the room. I did not realize they could be pushed by water. And so once they're under a lip, they can't do their funky little jump thing. So that was helpful, but I really don't like the skeletons with the, what do you call them? Basically the skeletons with the mushrooms on them inside a trail chamber, because they're annoying. They seem to be everywhere. But yeah, I've got all the spawners locked down now, so I really should go in with an ominous potion and try it. Definitely won't be in hardcore, because I haven't found a chamber in hardcore for one, and two is that, yeah, that would be the end of me for sure. It's funny, but being in hardcore, I'm a little jumpier than usual, which is kind of saying something, being that I'm usually pretty jumpy. But there's so many things people can do decoratively. Oh, thanks for the heads up, game. So many things people can do decoratively with a trail chamber. And it's not just the parts in it. Like, even if you're trying to decorate the place itself. It's one of those ones that actually I think would be a blast to... Oops. What was that? I will figure that out in just a moment. There we go. So, one of the things I use in this game is, oh, actually, let's figure out what that one was. Okay, this one, stretch it out. Okay, big stretch. Things will crackle. Oh, snap, crackle, pop. That's part of why I use that for the stretch it out, is because usually I slouch and things become all cracky thing. Crackety! Yes, there we go. Crackety. Now there's one, oh, yes, there's one combo, what do you call it? Combo stretch thingy binjiggy that I've got for, a former regular, I guess? J1044, or not J, Gen 1044, and it's just she repeatedly put all of the things together, like a stretch, a hydrate, a whatever else. I can't remember the other piece at the moment, but put all those pieces together every single time, and sometimes I could tell when she had no points because she wasn't actually redeeming it. It was kind of funny. So when she got to the point that she'd saved up enough to have a command for herself, she said she just wanted to be able to play that set of things for free. So I just said, okay, fine. So her command is a combination of those three with a cool little song. That's really all there is to it. So it's funny because we played it like almost daily for months, and then I got into something that was just her life changed, and I got into something less exciting, and it hasn't been played for a while, and that's fine, you know. But every once in a while I miss it when I think about it. So, on a trail chamber, though, there's so much you can do to it. And at some point, actually, I've never lived underwater. So, it might be kind of fun at some point. The trail chamber I've got right now in the... Oh, there we are. In the Dadcraft Java SMP. The trail chamber we've got right now is... I don't like hearing that with a baby zombie while I'm doing this in the lower section, because I can't see what's going on if they decide to hop up and surprise me. The one I've got right now is sort of down below an ocean and really near a pillager outpost, but we have enough players on that server that it ended up being that I'm really close to a neighbor, and the neighbor claimed the outpost first. We're not doing a whole lot with it, so we talked about negotiating to work together on potentially a farm of some sort out there.
Hello?
Diggy diggy, says Springer. Yep, definitely diggy diggy today. So we're looking for the Lapis because I want to be able to do some enchanting. Now, can I put these in the bag? Yay! Okay. We won't be here forever. I might do another 5 minutes or so, and then run back and see what we can do with it. Because I need to actually see if we can get the last 4 bookshelves, which is going to take a little bit of time. And I do want to poke my nose in the nether. Rumor has it that there's an awful lot of the orange wet stuff. Or, yeah, danger juice. There we go. There's an awful lot of danger juice this season, so I just don't want to chicken out on that one. But I also would really not want to be right on top of a spot that has a ton of, what do you call it? The lava and such. There we go. So yeah, I'm on the hardcore bandwagon. I can play Bedrock. I have not in a while. Personal taste, just never really liked Bedrock. It's nothing wrong with it, per se, but it just wasn't really my thing. So, if we die here, I'm unlikely to swap over to the Bedrock server. I'll just call it for the month and say, yeah, we're done. Let's see what we can do. There we go. That's okay, you know? Like, I've got a ton of things I need to do on the SMP. I should say a ton. That's not true. I have some I have some projects. That's interesting. Wonder where you came from. I can hear the skeleton. Which is not exactly getting me to nope out of there. But I'm not, you know, excited to go running in and pop some skeletons. There we go. Ooh, itchy. Okay, let's put this where it belongs. So yeah, I've got a few things to do on the SMP. A lot of it's housekeeping biz. But I will be perfectly blunt. I'm getting a little, I don't know, less interested in the SMP. So what I've been playing with lately as an idea is potentially looking at working on a solo world. Yes, probably taking over villages in most cases. But playing around with the currently very popular concept of a potentially forever world. And it might be creative. That might be a good one and save most of the dying for all the SMP stuff. I've got a creative flat, but that's kind of useless. Like, great, but it doesn't have the buzz, the feel. Oh, you're over here. How are you over there, though? Isn't that... Oh, that's not where I've opened up. Okay. So anyhow, I'm curious about that concept because I've seen a few players that are doing that and they get to play with ideas in a, I shouldn't say non-judgmental, but a no consequences world. That's what I'm looking at. Just because I am a terrible builder. But there's no much point. Like, I'm still at that spot where you guys have seen it. I don't texture things. Because I'm always so fussy about how the texturing looks. Pen only 6. Oh, yes. I see. Ooh. Multi-shoutouts. Yay! Love it. Over here, what time is it? Okay, we're almost at the top of the hour. So we'll give it a couple more minutes, and then we'll run back and see what we can do with this. I know it's cheesy, but some of the cave noises do give you the willies on occasion. Like, that one they just had. It's one of the eerie noises that I can't shut down. So I use Extreme Sound Muffler. Part of it is because on an SMP, I could be doing something absolutely benign, like, I don't know, building at the top of a castle where I'm very good at falling off things, so I'm a little nervous about it. And then, completely unbeknownst to me, you know, way on the other side of the world, absolutely not harmful to me in the slightest, one of the other server mates will like fire up a wither, which of course scares the snot out of me. That sound, right? But the sort of eerie sound they just had actually sounds to me like it would be a great. There's my top of the hour marker. Sounds to me like it would be a great option for a potential sound for the breeze. Because frankly, the one they have is, for me, generally too quiet. And it doesn't really... I don't know, it sounds a lot like some of the noises they've already used, so it didn't sound as interesting. But to each their own, I suppose. Should I? I don't have... Okay. Alt? Nope, okay. I thought I had extra information on durability for that one. Would be nice, but I didn't. I was thinking, should I just reuse up that pick? Yeah, let's do it. I'm just going to use up that pick because it's not going to be good for much. Yeah, I've only got 2, so I wouldn't have enough for another pick. So that would be a perfect time to disappear. And it will try and replace it unless I hold my modifier down. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. There we go. Perfect. Alright. So this is my cue to get out of here. I guess I could have punched the wall. How am I with spiders? Don't let me get overwhelmed? How's that? Yeah, I am terrible with spiders. Still have a good amount of arachnophobia. In-game, not as bad as it used to be. But still kind of up there. Cave spiders particularly, no go. In my happy little world, I was thinking I'd go down this hall, just keep, running, and what did I do at the end? I turned left, so that in theory I'd punch out here. Kind of silly, but oh well. But yeah, so spiders, like the big spiders, are actually rather harmless when I think about it. Is there anything in here? Yeah, let's just grab that. Anything that fits, right? I guess I can use more of that. Anything else? Okay, these, do you fit in here? Yes, you do. I guess I can take that one. Yeah, that's reasonable. Okay. This we did the other day, so I did come in here and I shut this off. Not much useful in there. There we go. Alright, so we're headed back up to the surface to see what we can do with this lapis. Lapis? Yes. Sorry. I misheard that said differently on someone else's stream, and it's got stuck in my head, and now I'm trying hard to not say what I thought I heard. It's not super rude, but it's just not polite. And so I just didn't really... Now I can't get it out of my head, Oh, there we go. Yeah. I would love to know what some of our raiders would serve. 'Cause I'm familiar with the communities here most of the time. So ads will be starting in about 2 minutes for those of you that have them. I do apologize. They're short and sweet on this one. I try to keep them minimized. Okay, well that's good to know. Let's not and say we didn't.
Greetings.
Cheese. Just a cheese restaurant. Really? I can agree with you, Swanky, to a point. Cheese is great. I could see cheese dishes, maybe like a whole bunch of cheese dishes. Okay, let's see. 5. What am I doing? I want... There we go. Those. Nope. Helps if I pick up the ones correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And I want the lapis out. Ah! Come on. Put that there. And let's Put these blocks away. Oh, it's wood. I don't want that. This, there, this, there. Let's put these up here. Okay, so we have diamonds, and I'm thinking it's about time to actually use them for something else, because frankly, given what we're up to, we probably won't have diamonds for long. So, let's go with this. Kind of can't when... There, that'll get me tools. This way. Okay, it's one of those. Excuse me. I'm so itchy today, and I don't quite know why. This one. And... break those up. Okay, let's get rid of the extra armor. Boink. I probably don't need a gazillion arrows. I'm paranoid because this one doesn't have infinity on it. That's part of it. Okay, we need paper. We need some books. And those, I do have some lapis. Okay, great. So we can do some enchanting. Yippee skippy. Do I have? I thought I had a metal shovel. This is dumb. Okay, so let's not bandy about the bush and make ourselves. Do I want to? Because I've got them, I might as well make a diamond shovel. Sure, why not? Why not? There. Okay.
Ads are starting. Dylan will continue the conversation after the ads are over. Thank you for supporting the stream.
Sure. That's not the normal voice we have for Odd. That's not the normal voice we have for Oswin. He's speeding up. That's kind of an odd feeling. Okay, this one, that one. And then put these away because that'll probably be another pick at the rate we're going. Alrighty. Alright. Let's see. So, I'm missing what people are saying about food. Got the cheese. Just every type of cheese. Ah, more of a cheese shop then. You call it queso. Okay, queso would be a cheese dish, right? I mean, if you call it something like the cheese wheel, maybe. But then you go, or even the wheel, and you sell nothing but cheese. Cheese is cheap and delicious. Yeah. And maybe you could sponsor, like if you made enough money, you could sponsor one of those wheel rolling races. Oswin's taking over. Oswin's insane. Okay. Yes, cheese rolling. If you ever get the chance, seriously, check out, on the internet, there are plenty of videos. There are parts of the world where people do really bizarre things, but they roll absolutely massive wheels of cheese down a hill. Actually, let's go kill some cows. They roll the massive wheels of cheese down a hill, and then they race the cheese. I kid you not. They go running down the hill. Oh, it's because I haven't been on the surface. Dang it. They go running down the hill to try and see if they can be faster than the cheese. That is one of the strangest things I've ever heard of, but it appears to be. Would Oswin win it? I see where this is going. Okay, let's speed up. I can't clobber the big cow. I can't clobber the big cow until I can breed up a pair of little cows. Which is too bad, because I really wanted to... Grow, buddy. I really wanted to, get some more leather. Okay, well, that's not happening. Do I see any wild cows nearby? Because we don't want to take too long at this. We should probably just jump in and see what we've got at the moment. Bell to roll that cheese. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right that Osmond would chicken out and get me to run for him. Which would be a bad idea, because I would probably stumble, tweak my knee, stumble, and then end up rolling down the hill, squashed by said cheese. That would be a really weird one, actually. You know, imagine the death notice on that one in Minecraft. Dylan was squished by cheese. You can get some pretty strange ones in Minecraft as it is. Like, I've seen some videos where people try and get every single one of the death messages possible in the game, which involves going through an awful lot. Involves going through an awful lot of repetitive ones if there's a randomness to it. And there's also mods to add in extra funny ones. Okay, well, so I do not see any more. That wasn't there, so we obviously had the Enderman come through. I do not see any more leather donators in the near vicinity. We'll take one more quick run around some of the major spots and look. Yeah, I don't see any more leather donators. Alrighty, well, we'll just go with what we got then, I guess. Okay, who's digging up my hill? Stop doing that. Seriously. Okay, let's see what we've got for opportunities. Throw that up there for now. And what do you want to give me for the pick? 1. Lovely. Efficiency 1 or 2. But 2 would take 16 levels, and I've only got 20, so that's not going to work at all. 1 for 4, that's not bad. It's not great. What do we got here? Smite. That's not horrible. Sharpness. Okay, I'd love to have both, but not likely. Sharp 2. But once again, this is getting expensive. Apparently. So Swanky will sell cheese to all these spectators, and I would end up running down a hill followed by a giant wheel of cheese. This is what happens when you have a somewhat disembodied sidekick. Wow. Mama Bear and Jay nearly got me a spit take, and now I have pardon me, herbal tea up my nose. Really not a pleasant feeling, I'll give you that. So what do we got? Sharpness 1 and Smite 1. Okay, so if I was to do that, what does a book say? Impaling and Sharpness 1. Okay. Power 2. Huh. Interesting. And if I do that, what do we get? Power 1. Unbreaking 1. That's not bad. Unbreaking 2. Expensive again. Okay. Let's see. If we put our pajamas in here, what does it want to give me on a hat? I know we don't have the Lapis in there. That's fine. Blast 1. Ew. Projectile 2. No, not great. Protection 2. Expensive again. Seriously. I mean, it's not 30. I'll give it that. Springer didn't start this, actually. It was me. So, yeah. So, Jay, long story short, people were suggesting things that they would do for their restaurant. Swanky says cheese. And I said, well, you know, he could sponsor a cheese rolling contest. And people were like, what? Yeah. So that's where that started. That's where that started. What have we got? It won't let me again because I need to... Yeah, I've got one on there. So the hat's the only one I can really play with unless I do books. So what have we got? Let's try it again. So the hat doesn't roll that fast. We've got blast, projectiles, or prot 2. I mean, prot 2 is just bloody expensive. That's the problem. But impaling, I'm never going to use. Sharpness 1, power 2. Blah. This is not great. I guess sharp 1, maybe? Can I get sharp 1 directly? Smite. Sharp 1 I can. 2. I mean, I can get sharp 2 if I put 1 on here and then the book. But it might be better for the bow. I'd love to get, like, Unbreaking on basically the works. You played Innocence? Christmas in Paris. Ah! Yeah, it does have that sort of minty, slightly chocolatey flavor. I love that. Okay. So one more. What would they put on a spoon? Efficiency 1 on a spoon. Uh-huh. Okay. I'm assuming the same for the axe. Yeah. Okay, so efficiency 1 for tools. Smite possibly for the sword. And I might be able to get power, and then my bucket would have a whole different set of options. So let's go with... We're going to use up the diamond pick pretty quick as part of the problem. Actually, depending on where we go, it might be the axe. Now, I don't know which I know what... Blah, blah, blah. In English, now I don't know what I want to do. Okay, I really would have loved Unbreaking, but, you know, or Mending. That would be nice. I have villagers, as I said, but I'm not going to use them. Efficiency. Yeah, because efficiency, see, if you do trees, at least you've got view, right? So if people are stuck for a little teeny bit longer with view because of not having efficiency on that, then that's fine. And it'll cause a roll, which is nice. So let's do that. And I can't do a ton of enchanting either because I'm going to be low on levels. So let's do that. Now, what did that do for the hat? Got protection 1, protection 2. Oh, an aqua affinity. Prot 2 is probably better. I don't expect to be underwater all that much. So that's 10 levels, which would eat up almost everything we've got. That's still probably better in the long run. I don't know. So if I go to the Nether, do I make a gold bucket? Or do I make gold pants? That's always my question. Okay, let's leave this one for a second. See what they offer on this one. Sweeping edge. Oh, really? Sharp 2. Okay. Unbreaking 2. Eh. Okay. I could still get Smite 1. So I could do Sharpness 2 and Smite 1. Maybe. Oh, no, it's going to eat up all my levels. Okay, well... Bucket hat. I guess... Yeah. Neck oil? Sorry. Jace says, I don't know if Springer's heard of it, but her friend went to York for the weekend and found a drink called neck oil. I'm actually kind of curious, because when I play Valheim, they do have a sort of a lizard-esque critter, a low-end lizard-esque critter called neck. It's a green thing, and when you kill it, you get this Prot 2. You get neck tails as your thing. So I mean, neck oil doesn't really surprise me that much, actually. Let's see, Smite 1, yeah. So that I would roll it and see what I could get on the sword. I'm really so indecisive. This is like a pain in the butt. This is part of why I don't like not using villagers, because yeah, I think Sharpness 2 is the one I want, if I remember correctly. Greasy ground up necktail, like using the grinder from Aloft last night. Yeah. Or for those of you that are more familiar with Minecraft, it's like using the millstone in Create. Okay, I guess we're gonna go sharpness 2 on the sword. It's probably the most useful thing. So let's go with that. Whatever it is, I'm gonna regret it one way or the other, so what do we have on our hat now? Unbreaking, respiration, blast protection. Respo might be nice, that's underwater again. Which is not great if we're headed for Nether. What do we get in a book? Efficiency, knockback, piercing. Okay, so I could smarten up my bow, that's about it. I was hoping for something else that would go well on the helmet. Okay, efficiency, knockback, and piercing, yeah. What do we have available for tools? Oh, I already did that one, that's not gonna let me. Unbreaking, efficiency, and efficiency. Efficiency 2 went expensive. I guess I got 1 on a pick, right? Why not? I should just stop carrying at this point because we're talking about silly things. Okay, efficiency 1, unbreaking 1, unbreaking 1 on my shovel. Yay! That's kind of what I wanted a while back. Okay, let's skip that because I'm nearly. It gets it more and more expensive, right? Protection 1. Really, I lost prot 2. Dang it. Okay, what do we want here? Efficiency, efficiency. It's just ripping me off for efficiency. It knows what I want to do. Fine, if I put that in there, what do you get? Power 1. Really? Okay, so I can add up efficiency on things. I can power up the bow. Or I can put protection 1 on the helmet. Darn it. Let's see, let's roll it one more time. Yeah, it's not really going to matter. Let's go with this one. Why not? Okay, so what do we have for the hat? Projectile protection 2, blast protection 1. I guess 2 might be better, maybe? Power 1, still, on the bow. And what do we got up here? Sweeping edge, piercing. Well, that's completely useless. I guess power 1. Unbreaking would be nice, but we'll go with power 1 for now. Just to force a roll. Okay, what does our bucket hat get? Protection 1, fire protection 1. That's even worse. We're really going downhill here. You have a few strange ones at work. Wingman and Elvis Juice are 2 of them that jump to mind. Elvis Juice? I can make a power 2 bow. Yeah, because sharpness 1 there won't help. Oh, I got lucky on this one. Nice. Okay. Didn't realize I got lucky on this one. Yeah, so I can do a power 2 bow out of that. That's really all I've got. If I want to roll it. The helmet's protection 1. Seems to keep offering me protection 1, so I guess I'll go with it. So let's up the bow. And now what do you got for the hat? Oh, that's worse. What an idiot. Oh well. So of the 2... I'm worried about lava, but that's not going to help much. Projectiles might be smarter of the 2. Can I spend it this way? I can get prot 1 on a book. So let's go this way. What do we get? Protection 1. Okay, so then I can maybe make it protection 2 on the helmet. Or protection 1 and then upgrade something I'm actually not going to change. Yeah. Boo. Oh well. That would be amusing, to be perfectly honest, seeing anybody taking taking an AI for a drink. That would be amusing. Okay, what do we got? Protection 1, power 1. So I can upgrade the power bow, and then I can add protection into one of these. Probably the chest plate, I suspect. So let's go back and deal with the thing. The stuff and the things. There we go. That one. Nope, I want to take something off this. Here, there. I better not have too few, because that would just be a pain in the butt. Cost 2. Get protection 2. Sure, I'll take that. Okay, and then I wanted to up the bow because I had it. Power 2. Okay. So at least we're a little better off than we used to be. I would love to have more, what's the word, more enchantments, but, you know, life is like that, I suppose. Life is like a box of diamonds. No, just kidding. So, oh, I do have one more diamond. Okay, this one and that one. I said I wanted a something. What did I want? Well, first off, where did the... Another phone call. Well, you're busy today. What? So apparently Oswin's into sports. I didn't know that. Everton. Where the heck is Everton? Good grief. Good grief. We're learning more and more about Oswin. Everton's in Liverpool. What? Huddle fan. Oswin, shame on you. Although I will admit, you know, they didn't actually have footy when you were last around. So for those that are, you know, a little blind to it, Oswin is named after a character from... sorry, here. Come on. Go over there. Thank you. Oops, I need 2 more. Yeah. I need 2 more. Hello. There we go. 3, 4. There we go. He's named after a character from the Alice Peters mystery novels involving Brother Cadfael. And he was a sidekick to the main character. And back in the day, which would be like the 1100s, so hence no footy, Oswin would have worked for Brother Cadfael and had himself a lovely job, I guess, working in a herb garden. Yes, there we go. Oh, I never remember what the blast protection level is on these various things. Fiddlesticks. Maybe I'll just go with Deep Slate? I guess, maybe? I never remember. Okay, well, let's take a stack of that so that we can block up our door. Oh, and I need... can't light anything if I don't have a flint and steel. You know, that's kind of important. Okay, what do we got? 8 probably wouldn't be enough. Let's just take these, put them away. So I'm not planning on sticking around in there very long. Got enough for 1 pick if I need it. Don't know what I need the coal for, so let's kill that. Oh, that's not what I wanted, but sure, it'll do. Coal, you can go. Let's just put that in here. And I'll take those and put them in here. Oh, and sort this. Okay. None of this makes any sense, but it'll do. Alright. I needed... Oh, and I went and put the flint away. Smart. Okay. Need that. You grew up in London. Oh, Springer grew up in London. There you go. Oh, well, back to the server list says. So we are grabbing everybody another hydrate.
2, 4, 6, 8. Everybody
Everybody hydrate. A proper one. I'll have to record my water or my tea later. Definitely more than 1 ounce, I'll definitely say, but I never remember to measure it. There we go. Ding. Let me refresh this one. It's a bit of a stretch. And we have ourselves about half an hour left. Okay.
There's the chat. Wolfen98 just raided with 18 pairs of eyes. Welcome in, Raiders.
Wow, perfect timing. Welcome on in, Wolfen. How are you doing today? Just before I get back in on the hardcore server and we do the danger thing, let me say hello to all the fine folks just dropping on in.
Hello.
I was a little confused why I suddenly dropped in, and then, yeah, that explains a lot. All right. So, welcome in, Raiders, and welcome in, Wolfen. I was really glad to see a name I recognized. So, long story short, please do tell us what you were up to today, because I am curious. We've had a couple of raids, which is such a treat, and I want to say hello to all your fine folks. If people have not been following either JCB or Wolfen, you really, really need to be doing so. They are fantastic people, and zero shame for double parking in any of them. Okay. Hello, Mel. Good to see you. Good day to you, Metalhead. And I think Fox might... Oh, no, Fox wasn't. Yep. Double parking. There you go. Good choice. I snicker every time I see Metalhead's spelling of Wolfen's name, because that's okay. Yeah, that I'm really sorry to hear the little one's sick. I suspect it's probably the same one that was not feeling so great last week. May have been perking and then just not so much after all. We've had notices from our schools about bugs going around as well, and they're saying, yeah, you know, please, they actually talked to our health department, and the health department recommended a deep clean of the school, so that's what everybody was doing on Friday, I guess. The teachers and everybody had to stay late to clean everything. And so they said they're also sending home notices saying, please keep your kid home at least an extra 48 hours after you think they're feeling fine. Well, no, I'm smiling when you spell it that way, Metal, because that's how a lot of people pronounce it. And it's just some parts of the US don't emphasize the L in wolf. It's just the way it is. It's not a big deal. But I do smile because when you spell it with W-O-O-F-I-N, it may originally have been a joke, but it's just funny that that's sometimes how people say it anyways. Like, to me, wolf sounds like woof, which with some American accents rhymes with roof or roof. We say roof in Canada, but it's those double O things are bizarre because you've got everything from, we say roof, and then we've got book, which is a different O sound. It's and then we say pool. That's not even the best way of saying it. Pool, and yet for some reason, my daughter has decided that pool rhymes with pull, like bull. And now she said pool rhymes with, wool rhymes with pool rather than wool rhyming with pull, which is kind of insane anyways. Okay, so let's find ourselves a spot to put this. Oh, I know what I forgot. I wanted a bit of fencing. Wow. Yeah, Fantastic Sherlock Fox had an issue with his ability to get sick when he was much younger, so he had his tonsils out, I suppose, but they didn't get all of it. So he ended up getting strep, and then it became strep blood, which is totally not fun. Very dangerous. So yeah, he... basically, they had to go get that fixed, I guess you could say. And it was not a pretty scene. Where are we here? Okay, I wanted... That's what I'm distracting myself. I always want a couple of fences. And do I have... I'll have to make one. Looks like... I'm going to make a gate. Why am I moving this? Bad habits. Okay, this way. I want a couple of sticks. There we go. The reason I want a gate is, theoretically, it should keep some of the zombie punks stuck in the portal and not in the rest of the world. That's what I'm trying to say. There we go. Okay, let's see, how many fences do I want? Yeah, let's let them out of the portal because that's kind of annoying and they bop in and out and they can call their buddies a bit more, so I'll grab a couple extras. What is this? 1, 2. I think I need a couple more. There we go. That should do it. And the time is not quite bedtime, but it's not that far off. Okay. I don't know why I set a respawn point, because it's not like it's going to be very useful. So where do we want to put this thing? Probably out of the way, I guess, a little bit. Yeah, over there looks fine. Yeah, we'll just chuck it into this hill. Sure. Nice flat spot to come out, so if I have to run for some heaven knows why reason. But it's close enough. I think there's beds in here. Yeah. Oh. Well, that's not good news. Okay. That's cause for derail. That explains a lot. Because clearly we had an issue with zombies, which unfortunately has caused there to no longer be those villagers, which is not good news. I guess I could steal one from the cow building. That would have made sense. Hello. I'm going to use this one. There we go. Okay. Oh, nope. Put it on the inside, just so that it sinks differently. There we go. I'm kind of glad these ones don't come in gray, because that would look a little bit like prison bars. Okay, which hill do we want? I wanted this one. Right in here. Let's just go flat, I guess. Probably easiest. So, going to be 3 wide by 2 tall, so a bit more. 3, 4, 5. Looking at our timings, we might just get our nose popped in and maybe have enough time to protect the other side and then call it a day. Okay, let's see. 1, 2. Oh, I want to recess it. Yeah, but I don't really want coal. Oh well, whatever. Boink. Okay. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, gotta take this one down. Not entirely sure why I always do it this way, like as in almost always recessing the portal, but it's old habits, right? Okay, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I only need 4 wide, don't I? Whoops. Well, it's gonna be weird looking, I guess. I didn't bring the right number. That's not what I want. see, how much do I want to put? Yeah, we'll put it back on this side, I think. Okay, so we go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Yeah, that's okay. That's our minimums. Which says then I will just throw these down here. Let's go like this. Not to fall off anything. Plus an edge. Okay. Sure. Close enough. If I really wanted, I could block it all in. Decoratively. Sure, why not? This one. That one. Okay. Then the fences. Go away. I originally thought I wasn't going to have an edge like that, so it's just for 1. I did this wrong. I should have done 2. Oh well. That's fine. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I do need 1 more. Keep about on the other side. And I didn't bring the... I forgot part of wood. That's no big deal. Come on. Boink. Nope. This one. Okay, so because we've had a lack of villagers, not villagers, yeah, because we've had some villager deaths, clearly, then I may actually grab some of this bread I've got and just throw it at the villagers and see what they do with it. Okay, we want 1 more gate. This one. 1 for each side. That. Will work better. Okay. 1 for the backside. Don't know why I pull. And yeah. That would get me a hat and pants, right? 5 and 6 is 11. And a spare hat. Okay, that'll work because I just don't know what I want. All right, let's go. Renaming 2 types of food from Harry Potter. Everybody thinks of the candy right off the bat. I find that amusing. Yeah, we've got Brady Bot's every flavor beans. We've got butterbeer. We've got all kinds of other things. What did we get here? Chocolate frogs. Yep. I mean, there's some pretty normal stuff too, right? Because don't they have like chicken and so on? Christmas Feast shows tons of turkey legs and that sort of jazz. Okay. It's not really hidden, but grab this. That's enough to give them some space to stay out of the way, right? Right. Okay. Oh, doesn't fit. Okay, bundle's too full for that, because they don't stack. Okay. This, actually, let's not do that. Okay. Okay, she says. Oh. Well. Gonna need a hat. Alrighty. Okay, so I came out to that side. Let's just go make a hat and then pop right back. This isn't a horrible place to be. It's not ideal. I think hat is where it's at. Because it's the one I don't have to think about as much. Yeah, it's only +2. Free armor. Yeah, I'd be losing a lot if I went with gold pants. Of course, they don't stack. Alright. So sherbet lemons are amazing. My son really loves them. Fantastic Chocolate Fox has been buying those a lot. Let's see. Oswin says, blend of whiskey and brandy sounds delightful. Huh. What are those from? Whiskey and brandy. Oh, yes. Bourbon custard sweets. No, I haven't yet. That's an interesting one. I don't know if we could sell our kids on the rhubarb, but maybe? Uh-oh. Now which side did I come into? This doesn't really matter. Let's build ourselves a box. One, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Mostly. And I definitely don't want to go off that end, so let's block that. Oh, whoops. Lose that one, yep. Great. One, 2. Oh, wait. 3, yeah. Oh well, we'll have to do. Would have preferred to have it squared off completely, but oh well. Okay, that's that side so that I don't end up out the box. And let's do another one on this corner. And I'll find this doesn't have very much blast protection whatsoever, but you know, it does the trick. 2. Oh man, really? I'm being petty. There. Okay, now... yeah, most things can't see me if I do that. So let's go with this. Oh, 3 high. Well. Okay, not quite what I meant, but sure, it'll do. Get rid of that. Okay. Not much in the way of blast protection on that side. But we can... I like the look of the result, so it's just 1, 2, 3. Safety, this one. Safety first. That. Sure, decorative. Why not? No, I'm not going on that side, so I don't care. Okay, we're good. Right, right. Close enough? Maybe. Alrighty. Might as well grab this one, 1, 2, 3. Sure. I'm being weird. Why? Is a good question. Blink.
The Swanky Potato says, Del, bring a golden apple or two.
If I had one. Are they easily constructible? Okay, so before we get too far here, I guess I can make them? I think? Maybe? Okay, here. Look around. What am I looking for? Okay. Not much useful out that direction. I might punch through here and just see what's there. Let's see what's on this side. Okay. Pig trouble. Well, that's not pretty. Whoa, Lordy. You can just go away. Okay. 8 ingots and an apple. Sure. I think we have apples. Let's go find out. Well, that was less than optimal. Hey. Oops. It's the door. There we go. Thank you, Swanky. I appreciate the advice. Let's see, that one. Okay, and I said I was going to give him some food, so let's do that while we're at it. So today is Monday. I will be back on Wednesday for this thing. So Wednesday will definitely be Nether Day. I don't have apples. All right, well, that's useful. That's okay. Okay, we're gonna need something that we can actually bridge with, or potentially do other things with. Peanut brittle. Okay, now I'm like thinking all kinds of sweets here. I forgot to show the candies though. Yeah. So you guys have seen my Harry Potter kisses. Fantastic Sherlock Fox has gotten me the butterbeer kisses now. So I am spoiled by that. Apples. Okay, you know what? I have... Let's make ourselves a grove and see if we can get any apples. Somebody has sound. Thank you. So I definitely will show these off. What is in the hole here? So I don't... Oh, that's deep. All right. Hello, dude with a hat. That's not good. Okay, so we've got a tree there. Let's put a tree up here. Why not? Tree over here. And one over there. And not like we're going to need them for much, so let's just burn them all. This one. And that one. And I've got bone meal I don't know what to do with, so we'll use that. Yeah, my only beef with flake bars is how horribly crumbly they are. I love the texture, but they are horribly crumbly. So, although the chocolate is better in a UK flake bar, I would say crumble-wise, I prefer the the texture of an Aero bar. Just because Aero bars don't flake all over you. You know, make a big mess. Okay, let's go this way. Ah! Died in a tree would probably not be what we want to see. That one. I don't know if we'll get any apples out of that, but it's worth a shot. Come on, tree. Stop doing that to me. I mean, I'm too close, but still. There we go. And one more. Mushy peas are worse than Brussels sprouts. Well, you know, one of the things people think I'm funny for is a dish that I had in Eastern Canada at one point on when I was on vacation with my mother. well, business trip kind of thing for her. But anyways, and we had tinned peas on top of a tinned peas on top of like gravy and ground beef and a whole bunch of other randomness. And we called it gravy. Gravy? We didn't call it gravy. We called it fries with the works. So quite literally, it was French fries with gravy and ground beef and green peas and, oh, what else was there? There was a bunch of other things. I think they might have even thrown capers in there for all I remember. But in any case, she and I had that at East Coast. I loved it. It was fantastic. And some guy said, you should see it when we do the mushy peas on top. And I just didn't have an opportunity for that. Come on. Looking for an apple. Looking for apples in all the wrong places. Now we're into UK strange foods. Things that foreigners think are just absolutely bizarre. While I understand the mite products are supposedly good for you, they're not. Oddly enough, they're not my cup of tea. Surprise, surprise. Yay, an apple. We got one. So we got one. We're doing okay. Let's hope I never need them. Yes. Oh, yes. Sorry. I just spotted Toad in the hole. I'm like, yep. It's funny. I had a weird experience with Toad in the Hole. Just in that my grandmother would make it. And she was from a hotel background, so she did... Oh, there was one up here. Oops. She did serving and some kitchen work and stuff like that. And for some reason, I swear she decided that she was going to be an honorary UK person, whether we liked it or not, sort of deal. Because, as far as I know, she's from another province, like Ontario. But their background, if you dig back a couple generations, they're actually Irish. They never ever acted like it, in the slightest. We barely dealt with their family at all. Most of my Ontario relatives, we don't talk to, I guess. Yeah, the vast majority of them are fruitcakes. And I don't mean that in a kind way, only to say that they're weird. Okay? And, yeah, but for some reason my grand decided that she was going to do anything and everything that she could possibly to act like she was from Britain. But she was terrible at it. So I guess one could say it's normal if you consider, kippers on toast. I just thought that was a weird grandma thing, so I never bothered it with it. She loved Toad in the Hole. She didn't do things that over here we totally think of as bizarre, like we never got haggis or spotted dick or anything like that, because half the time people over there don't like it. Bacon pudding. Ooh, that's one I don't think I've had. My brother grew up being what he called a Britophile, which just sounds wrong, like the words, but it was that he liked a lot of things British, and even went on a student worker abroad program to England when he was just out of high school, I guess, and spent 2 years over there. Learned a whole lot. Got trained up as a barman in Devon, and worked in a hotel out there. So yeah, all kinds of fun stories from UK foods. And it was just sort of an odd thing overall. And yet, here's the sort of ridiculous part of the whole thing. Was my gran would actually do these dishes and absolutely love it and whatever, and try and learn about as much as she could, you know, without the internet, about making them the authentic way, whatever you want to consider authentic. Whether it be shortcuts with tins, or whether it be fresh foods or whatever. But she would try and learn how to make things quote-unquote authentically. And yet, when she went on a trip to England to do a bunch of bus-about touring and rail traveling and that kind of jazz, my mom says the number one thing that she complained about while she was there was the food. It's like, well, that's just kind of dumb. But, oh well. She complained about a lot of things, and I think it was just she was getting older and ended up later on having Alzheimer's, so maybe there was something to it with that whole thing, but whatever. Bacon and onion roly-poly pudding. Huh. Okay. So we just hit the top of the hour. Let's catch this one last tree, because then I can play around a little more with golden apples in between. But definitely Wednesday will be starting in the Nether Day. I don't even know what we're there for. I'm not really sure what I'm looking for, but we'll find something. I'd love to see a fortress, partly for the loots and partly for, I'm sure we're going to need blaze rods, and I'm probably going to set myself on fire. But we'll go with it and see what we can get. This one, and this one, and that one. And I have to remember to go sleep because it is bedtime. But we have one apple. Yippee skippy. One apple. Better than nothing, I suppose. Alright. No one else from the team? What? What? Okay, I need to double check that. Not that I don't believe Fox. We have a good-sized crew, so I want to send them to someone interesting. And so I want to make sure Jade's a good one, but let's see what else we have as options. That was interesting. I accidentally changed my location of the game. Okay. Live channels. We have... Yeah, so Jade's up, Jen's live, and we've got Melis Mines. Weirdly enough, Jade and Jen don't seem to be showing me how long they've been live, so that's interesting. Not used to that. Ah, that's why, because they're playing together. Huh. Okay. You went northeast and southwest and found one nether fortress each way. No nether wart, though. You have a few blaze rods, but if I find nether wart, you'll pay me all the diamonds for one. 20 minutes. Okay. What we're probably going to do then is, as I said, we will call it here, and I will make that golden apple per Smikey's very smart recommendation. But in the meantime, we will probably head on over and go see Jade today. Not much else to say, I guess. I could get myself into all kinds of trouble, but no. So we're going to go right into Jade, and I will see you guys on Wednesday. It does look like I've been up quite a while, but let's do a real quick check. I guess I will do a real quick check because I forget to turn things off. Okay, so barring the fact that I skipped the first play period, I've been alive human world in this one about 18 hours and 53 minutes. So we're doing okay. So thank you very much to the raiders for sure. And we will get this raid started before I get myself tangled into too much else. And I'll send my proper thank yous when we've got everything rolling.
Mischief managed.
There we are. All right. So, thank you ever so much to the raiding team today. We had raids from Wolfen and from JCB. Very much appreciated, never expected, always a treat. So I love it when people come by. We had a couple of new follows today, which I appreciate very much. And we had clue spending from Amamir, Jay, and Swanky Potato. And our mod team included Sherlock Fox, Jay, and Mama Bear. And then we had great conversation from them, as well as a quick note from JCB, some conversation from Age New Gamer, Amamir, Motown Mickey, GL Girl, Springer Shadow, Swanky Potato, Wolfen, Minneapolis Mel, Metalhead, and we are off to see Maribel Jade. So hopefully you guys had a good time. Until we see you again on Wednesday, have a great day, and bye-bye for now.
Transfer complete.
Ads are starting. Dylan will continue the conversation after the ads are over. Thank you for supporting the stream.